fine, Chris.
So here we go again, another episode with me, Joey One Shinobi, bringing you these trailer reviews. And as you can see, we are back with Black Panther 2. Wakanda forever. I love that title. I really do wish Chadwick could have been here with us to return to the role of T'Challa, the Black Panther, the King of Wakanda. But as we know, this movie is a send off for the brother and the character for some strange reason. I am on the record saying that I wish they would have recast T'Challa. For whatever reason, Disney and Marvel chose not to. However, I want to get into this trailer. It's going to be a big movie. Comes out November 11th. Ironically enough, that's never mind. I don't want to get into that. But let's go ahead and check out this trailer of Wakanda Forever. Namor.
Only the most broken people can be great leaders.
He said only the most broken people can be great leaders. I actually disagree. But what do I know?
His people did not call him general or king. They called him Kukulkan,
Baku,
the feather serpent god. Killing him.
Namor with his twinkle toes.
He's coming for the surface world.
We know what you whisper. They have lost their protector. Now is our time to strike. Show them who we are.
So we are going to have a woman, Black Panther. Get your tickets now. You know there ain't going to be no seats in the theater come November 11th. You can forget about it. I'm sorry. But looking at this trailer, it's a few things I wanted to go over. At the beginning, when Namor is talking about only the most broken people can be good leaders, I don't agree with that. I think broken people actually make horrible leaders. I think they're a liability, emotional liabilities, and a lot of times they allow their past to cloud their future. I think you have to be healed. I think you have to have put the past behind you to be a good leader. But that's another story for another day. As you can see, there is a funeral. It's a celebration funeral, kind of like they do in New Orleans. What do Black people call it? A homecoming. I think that's very interesting. However, they're talking about how Namor is coming for the surface world. We know that in Endgame, Okoye, when she was talking to Black Widow about the earthquakes off the coast of Africa, and Black Widow asked her, how are you going to deal with it? And she was like, we deal with it by not dealing with it. How do you deal with an earthquake? Those were tremors that were going on under the ground. And it was Namor and his Tulikins letting everybody know we coming. But Ramonda says something very, very poignant in this video. The Queen Mother, Angela Bassett, Ramonda, I love her character. She says, they see that we're weak. We don't have a king. There's an expression: never kick a man while he's down. But the truth of the matter is, can you think of a better time when to kick somebody other than when they're down? I think Namor picked the perfect time to go in on Wakanda and take over. And this is a beautiful poster that they have. It shows Wakanda on top and Talokan on the bottom. As above, so below. These two empires, these two kingdoms actually mirror each other. And it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out when the film comes out. I don't know if Namor is going to take on the role of complete villain, if there's another villain that's hiding in the wings. We just don't know. Is he going to be an anti-hero? I'm very curious. At first, I was a little bit hesitant about watching this film, but I am curious to see how this film does play out. What Ryan Coogler pulled out of his bag of tricks. I trust his direction. I want to see how it plays into the greater scheme of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But something I wanted to touch on before I even go there. When M'Baku is talking about Namor and how he talks about how they call him Cuckoo Clan, I had to do some research on that and what the meaning is behind that. He's the feather serpent god. And the research I looked up actually brings out he's like a dragon. He is like a serpent god. We know that serpents are very prominent in Asian culture. But as we can see, these are Aztecian Talakans. This is not even Atlantis. In the Marvel comic books, Namor is from Atlantis. But I heard that Feige and Coogler, they wanted to change it up a little bit because over there in the DCEU, they have Aquaman, who's the leader of Atlantis. And I think they just didn't want to have two Atlanteans on screen. But the Talokan, it says it's their paradise. Kind of like how Valhalla is to the Vikings, or how Shangri-La is to Asians, and New Jerusalem to you Christians. It's a paradise for the Talokans. And he said to kill him, they would be risking eternal war. So what you saying? You gonna let them run up in your house? You gonna let them run up in Wakanda and not risk killing this fool Namor for trying to take advantage of y'all? No, Namor got to go. We need the Black Panther to step up. I have heard rumors. I shouldn't say this because this could be spoilery. Cover your ears if you don't want to hear this. But I heard that Shuri, Princess Shuri, looks like she's going to be Queen Shuri after she puts on this Black Panther outfit and takes the herb. I think she dies in this film, making the way for another Black Panther. We're going to have to see. I want to see what happens on the ancestral plane. I'm very curious about this film now. I still think they should have recast T'Challa, but I got to keep that close to the chest now because the film is done. It's coming out next month. I know these tickets are going like hotcakes. You probably can't get any for the first few showings at this point. You're probably going to have to wait till Sunday at this point. But I'm sure those Thursday night early shows, gone, just gone. But anyway, so many different things in here. We know this is going to be an emotional film. It's probably going to be real tears in the audience. I might cry at that funeral because I really do miss Chadwick Boseman as an actor. I know he was a loving human being because all his people, they praised him. He just seemed, his eyes, you always look at the eyes of a person. He had those genuine person eyes. And I could be wrong. There's a lot of chameleons out here, but I don't think I'm wrong about this brother. I may, a small little speck of a tear may trickle down my face, and I'll lie and say it's my allergies when I'm sitting in the theater watching this film. However, I do want to know what you guys think about this trailer. I will leave a link to the original trailer in the description so you can see it without my face right here. But it's just so many things, you know, in this trailer. Like they're holding T'Challa's helmet. You know, that's a hard thing to do. You know, seeing the king say goodbye. Okoye, she's shedding tears. You know, she loved this man. They've probably been knowing each other since they were kids, playing in the playground, the little Wakandan playground when they were kids. You know, Nakia, you know, they was gonna get married. You know, I know in the comic books, T'Challa marries Storm, but I think in this version, Nakia, I think she would have been a good wife. She know how to fight too. She can throw them paws, you know, them panther paws that they got in Wakanda. So many things. The white that they were wearing. They had a white party for T'Challa, and they had a celebration. You know, like he said, and like death is a stepping off point. And so, like I said, so many things to unpack. I think Namor, just looking at his power as he's jumping, flying through the air, he's very swift. He has much agility. I know he's super strong. You know, just flying all over the place. This is going to be a interesting movie, and to see, I know it's Shuri in that Black Panther suit fall out of the sky and see the energy, you know, pulse through the suit. I don't know who she's going to fight, what the standoff is going to be. I'm even curious to see Ironheart. We have Riri Williams in here. She's, I'll be remiss to call her a knockoff Iron Man, but that's essentially what she is. I wonder if Tony Stark's is playing a role in this film. If she was a protege of his, we know Peter Parker was, but she's definitely using Stark technology in this film. You can see the display while she's flying in her suit and she's taking off in the air. Just so many different elements that I think they're going to introduce to kind of push the MCU forward, because I think this movie is needed. The MCU has been lacking. Miss Marvel, Hawkeye, this new She-Hulk is just not moving me. I don't think it's moving anybody. Black Panther, even though T'Challa is dead, may be the shot in the arm that the MCU needs to keep its fan base interested. At any rate, like, comment, subscribe. I hope to see you there on November 11th. Until then, Wakanda forever! Peace.
Today I got time, cuz.